So diving here, because the amount of current, even at the slowest time of year, the diving here is super dangerous because there's so much stuff that's thrown into the river here. There's shopping carts, there's salmon nets, there's rocks, there's boulders, there's trees. Whole trees have been down there with the root ball and the branches. So it's definitely a place where if you're going with the current, you might get stuck forever. You might get tangled. So what's really changed about scuba diving that allows me to do this is the battery technology nowadays that allows for something like this, which is basically a torpedo that has a that I tie this to myself, and then I can start it up, and I can make it pull me against the current. So it lets me start below the current, start downriver, and work my way upriver. Where if there's something dangerous, I can just back off and be safe. Because in the past, in the 80s and 90s, divers would have to start and go with the current, which really is a tremendous liability. Because you can get like a sieve type situation or a strainer type situation that can easily kill a diver. Otherwise, it's the visibility is really low. Even in the best of the year, it's not 7 feet. I've dove here enough that I know my way around pretty well. Like if I just have an arm's length of vision, I can find my way around. But it's really daunting. And then there's tunnels. There's about half a mile of tunnels built into the locks. Some of them are big enough to drive a large RV through, 10 foot by 10 foot by a quarter mile long. And that's how they would move the water. And then there's smaller tunnels that tie in and out of those. So the other danger is that you can get sucked into one of those tunnels. Some of the tunnels have water coming out, some have water going in. And you can sometimes start getting pulled towards one, and you realize if you don't get away from there, you're gonna speed up and get shoved in. And that could be a strainer. So that's another danger. It's cold, it's dark. And then the current is merciless. So, and then the entanglement hazards. There's tons of fishing hooks, as we can see here. I mean, this is just something I grabbed on the way up today, just because I've seen it for a while since I've been diving. But it's loaded with hooks, it's loaded with lures, and this just happened organically. This is not something I made, right? This is just a sample of things. So there's just this level of detritus and fishing line and rope and all sorts of stuff. So if you're not careful, you can, here's a set of pliers in there, I'm realizing, there you go. So if you're not careful, all it takes is one 50-pound line to catch you someplace, and you don't, with the mask and everything else, it's not easy visibility, it's not easy mobility. So that's why I carry multiple knives and scissors.